everyone. It's great to be here today. I'm super excited to be sharing some perspectives on how we're thinking about the future of voice AI at ElevenLabs. But first, we want to start this session by asking you to do something. So we would like you to read the sentence on the screen with your own voice. And while you do that in your head, please pay attention to your tone and any micro pauses in your speech. So maybe we read it all together. A blue sky was above, and the gentle song of birds filled the air. Now, let's try something different. Let's try the same sentence, and now imagine it in your head with Morgan Freeman's voice. So you probably realized that we didn't change the words here, but the delivery was different, right? Morgan Freeman has a deep, booming voice, has a Tennessee, Memphis accent, and the way he talks just conveys warmth, entertainment. It's a soothing voice, at least more soothing than mine. Let's try another one. So this time, Homer Simpson, and I'll give you a few minutes. It's different again, right? This time, the voice is gravelly, it's cartoonish, and the delivery this time is much more slurry. And let's try a final one, this time with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's voice. And here again, you'll notice that we didn't change the content, but this time the voice was a local voice, and it was able to convey cultural, it was able to add this cultural touch to it. These 4 times, it was the same words, the same information that was being delivered, but it felt really different. And that's the power of voice. So now I'd like to take a second to introduce myself.
ಹಲೋ, ನಾನು ಅಲೆಹಾಂದ್ರ. ಇಂದು ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದೆ.
Thank you. So that was the dubbed version of my voice into Kannada. And for those like me that only speak English here today, I'm Alejandra. Super excited to be here. I'm part of the go-to-market team at ElevenLabs, and I focus on supporting our teams as we grow internationally. But now let's go back to our conversation on voice AI. At ElevenLabs, we believe strongly that voice is the most natural form of communication. And the reason why the way we interact with technologies today is that if you think about it, and we were just seeing in these previous examples, voice is very complex. It has multiple dimensions. There's inflection, pauses, intonation, different languages, pacing, even mistakes. And traditional technologies had not been able to capture all of this. By focusing on generating speech word by word, they were missing all of these nuances, and the result were the robotic voices that we've all heard in the past that were really not able to drive real connection and emotion with the end user. That's the problem that our founders, Matti and Piotr, set to solve when founding ElevenLabs. They had experienced firsthand the pain of having voices that don't match the quality of the content. They both grew up in Poland, and still today it's the case that many cases when English content is dubbed into Polish, they use the same voice actor, a male voice, across all the characters. Not only the male ones, but also the female ones, which, as you can imagine, is a terrible experience. What they also realized is that this is not a Polish-only issue. This is an issue worldwide that happens because the dubbing industry is not able to fulfill demand globally because of budget constraints and because of the shift in media landscape. They also realized that this is not a dubbing issue only. Every time the audio technology lags, the end customer ends up suffering. So they saw this opportunity and decided to go after it, so left their jobs at Palantir, which is a company that was mentioned actually extensively in the previous talk, and Google, to start ElevenLabs. And The company started in 2022. We launched our first product at the beginning of 2023, and it's been a crazy journey so far. Today, we're lucky to have over 40 million users globally, and are backed by some of the leading VCs in the world, and also very proudly some of the largest companies in the world. We've also been lucky to partner with incredible customers such as Times, NVIDIA, Perplexity, and also companies here in India, like the e-commerce platform Meesho, Cars24, or on the content creation side, InVideo and Pocket FM, as well as many more. Our main focus as a company is to build the single most important platform for AI audio. And we have the vision of making, eventually, content universally accessible across any language, voice, and sound. In short, we spend a lot of effort in building the best-in-class research for AI audio, and also building the products on top that can make all of these discoveries easily accessible. We've built an end-to-end platform that is very easy to use and can service almost any audio-related workflow that you can think about. And with our models, we're able to generate not only voices, but also sounds, and since this summer, music. But let me just show you how this looks like.
Future looks like wow. Oh wow. It's like wow. Yeah. Future looks like wow.
Once upon a time in the narrow streets of London.
It's like wow.
Tools, just sharing so much. आमंत्रित कर रहे हैं. मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ. अरे, ये कितने अच्छे आदमी हैं.
Call it in now, hit him with the best shot. Bring it in now, burn him with the high. Making moves, making moolah. Bada bing, bada boo, yeah. Get loose, get ready for this, it's all brand new, yeah. Catch a ride to the future. Let me introduce ya.
Aye, lad, there's magic in these old bones yet.
Watch out, big world. I'm small, but I'm mighty.
It's coming up right now. It's coming up right now. And it's looking like how? Future looks like wow. And it starts right now. It's like wow.
Hey, can I check the status of my order?
Yes, of course. Your order is due to arrive at around 2 p.m.
Oh wow. And it starts right now. Future looks like wow. Oh wow. And it starts right now.
Let us bring humankind together as one.
Oh wow. And it starts right now. Yeah. Future looks like oh wow.
Wow, right? So now we want to talk a bit about how we've seen the market evolve over these years, which is also how we've built our platform around these trends. First, one of the big themes, which was the one where we started building our platform around, is one way, which is around using audio AI technologies to generate content. Over time, the market has evolved towards this second theme, which is around building voice agents that can actually power two-way communication. And today, we wanted to show you some real-life examples of how we're seeing these themes be deployed in the real world. So first, starting with creative applications, here we've seen the latest audio AI technologies really reimagine what is possible in terms of creative expression. For example, with our latest V3 Alpha model, which is the most expressive text-to-speech model that has been released to date, we've seen creators really reimagine what is possible in terms of generating audiobooks, podcasts, and even movie content. We've worked with companies such as Pocket FM, who have been able to reduce their content production costs by 90% by using our text-to-speech models. But again, let's not just say it, let us show you how.
अरे माया, तुमने नई 11v3 के बारे में सुना क्या?
अभी जस्ट सुना। इट्स सो कूल यार। देखो, अब मैं ये भी कर सकती हूँ। मेरा जादू छा गया।
क्या बात है? अब ये सुनो, मोगैम्बो, खुश हुआ?
काफी सही।
Another big use case that we've seen of the technology is with dubbing. And here, one specific example that we're very proud about was when we partnered with the podcast host Lex Friedman, and we helped dub his interview with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And in this situation, we were able to make it possible for each participant to speak in their local language. We recorded both sessions, and then we are able, with our technology, to make the full conversation available both in Hindi and in English.
Your own spirituality in your quiet moments, आप ईश्वर के साथ होते हैं, तो आपका मन कहाँ जाता है? मंत्र इसमें कैसे मदद करता है? When you're fasting, when you're just alone with yourself.
The word meditation has been overused to the point तो बड़ा भारी शब्द बन गया है। हमारे यहाँ भाषा में एक साधा शब्द है ध्यान। If I associate ध्यान to meditation, it might seem burdensome to some. ये तो हम कर सकते ही नहीं, कैसे कर सकते हैं? हम कोई आध्यात्मिक पुरुष तो है।
Thank you. So, voice AI is widely being used today for creative applications. We've seen some today, but it's also being used more widely across storytelling, entertainment, education, and many other content production use cases. As we were saying earlier, this same technology can also be used today to power two-way conversations. So it is possible today to build agents that can not only speak, but they can also listen and act. We're seeing these agents being deployed today across industries like customer support, e-commerce, interactive education, and being able to deliver true business value. And again, we wanted to show some real-life examples. One of the industries that have been most impacted by voice AI is, not surprisingly, customer support. Here, we're working with many customers that are now being able to build customer support agents that are available 24/7 and also available during search times, which is quite important in countries with big populations like India. Here, for example, we're very proud of our partnership with Misho, who have leveraged our technology to deploy customer agents in their platform that are available in both Hindi and English and are able to solve customer queries around order updates, cancellations, and deliveries. Today, we're handling over 60,000 calls, and after deploying this technology, Misho has been able to decrease their cost per call by 75%. But maybe, like me, before I saw how our agents work in the real world and having experienced the traditional IVR experience, which was quite frustrating, you might be a bit skeptical. So again, we wanted to show you.
Hi, welcome to Misho. How can I help you today?
Hey, so what's happening with my two orders? I have ordered few things, and yesterday I got a text that I'm gonna receive my order today, but nobody showed up, and it's showing that delivery was unsuccessful or something. Today also I received an SMS that they are gonna deliver the product, but nobody showed up.
I get your concern about the delivery issue. For your order with ID 8851121374310054, please wait until 8 p.m. today. The delivery agent will ensure it reaches you safely. Thank you for your patience.
So believe it or not, the agent here was not a real person. It was powered by our technology. Now I want to talk about another use case or industry where we've seen voice AI technology being deployed, and this is in education. It's been widely used for learning and development and interactive experiences. And here, something very cool that we've done is partnering up with Supernova to offer a personalized tutoring solution in Tamil.
Let's see how Supernova actually works. Starting the activity.
Hi there, நான் நோவா, உங்க AI இங்கிலீஷ் டீச்சர். நீங்க இங்கிலீஷ் கத்துக்கிறதுக்கான காரணம் என்ன? நீங்க இங்கிலீஷ்லயோ இல்ல தமிழ்லயோ ரிப்ளை பண்ணலாம்.
நான் ஒரு இன்டர்வியூக்கு போறேன். ஸோ இன்டர்வியூல நல்லா பேசணும். அதுக்காக ஐ வாண்ட் டு கிவ் அ பெஸ்ட் ஷாட்.
நல்லா இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணணும்னு நீங்க நினைக்கிறது சூப்பர். இங்கிலீஷ் ஃப்ளூயன்சி இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்றதுக்கு டெய்லி பிராக்டிஸ் தான் கீ. அதுக்கு தான் நான் இருக்கேன். நீங்க என்கிட்ட 24/7 அன்லிமிட்டடா பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணலாம். இப்படி ரெகுலர் பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணினா இன்டர்வியூல கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா பேச முடியும். இந்த அப்ரோச் உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா?
So we've also seen a huge impact, not only in language learning and this tutoring type of scenarios, but when it comes to internal training for companies. So we've worked with companies like the global call center company Telos Digital, who have been able to reduce the time it takes to train their new employees by 70% using simulations powered by AI technology. And now we wanted to also share the last use case, this one I'm personally quite excited about. It's all about deploying personal assistants into the products that we already know and love, and just making them available to interact with via voice. So here we've partnered with Perplexity and built this functionality for making it possible to make booking reservations via OpenTable.
Dinner for two to celebrate the moment? Perplexity is a new way to book your next reservation. Start with a question. Top Italian restaurants in San Francisco with romantic ambience and great cacio e pepe. Explore your options, find a day that works best for you, and make a reservation for two.
There's a 7 p.m. available for a party of two. Want me to book it?
Sounds great. Go ahead and book it.
Your reservation has been booked via OpenTable.
Discover, plan, and book with Perplexity.
Thank you. So the opportunity, as you can see, is huge, but so are the expectations. Most people expect that these voice agents will behave or be able to deliver the same, not only the same experience as humans, but also in some ways better experiences sometimes, to be always available, to speak many languages. But we've actually found that, bringing agents into production is not trivial. And we wanted to share also some of the points that we've found in our experience that can really make or break these deployments. First of all is latency. As you can imagine, super important. Responses need to be sub-second to be able to deliver natural conversations. Otherwise, the user experience is just broken. Second, turn-taking and interruption handling. Agents must know when to stop talking, when to start talking again. If they're interrupted, they need to be able to understand what they've been interrupted with and pick up the conversation with the new context. Then, voice quality and personalization. We've seen it earlier in the first example. It's super important that the voice matches the use case. You, for example, don't want to have Homer Simpson answering the phone if you're calling your bank to ask about some issue with your credit card, right? Then comes the choice of LLMs, and here what we're really talking about is optimizing or choosing the LLM based on what you're optimizing for. So do you want really high quality responses, but they are maybe a bit more creative? Do you want to reduce hallucinations? Are you most concerned about cost cutting? Different models will be chosen in each case. Then multimodality. Customers expect that they're able to not only interact via voice, but also via text, which is how some of the first chatbots were deployed. And then finally, this won't surprise anyone, but when deploying agents in enterprises, it's important that you're able to oversee how these agents are behaving, to be able to audit the conversations, to be able to track them at scale, and also have deployments that fulfill with SOC regulations, GDPR, and local regulations as well. To wrap it up, and to discuss a bit where we see the future of voice going, today we are increasingly seeing voice becoming the default interface. Over time, we expect that cross-lingual real-time communication will make it possible for anyone to be understood with their voice anywhere, in any language, and while maintaining their cultural nuances. We also expect to start to see over time agents that are able to handle many different types of tasks and that are as easy to interact with as talking with a friend. Over time, we aim to reach human-level voice in real time, and our vision is that voice AI will go from being a tool to being the main form of human connection. And now let's talk a bit about what brings us here today. So we launched India, I believe, almost a year ago. Today is one of our largest and fastest growing markets. We've been super impressed about the pace and eagerness that Indian companies have been demonstrating when it comes to adopting AI audio. And this is a market that we're super bullish and excited about. And that's why we've invested in data residency to be able to provide the best latency to our customers and also a service that is compliant with local regulations. In our library of over 5,000 voices that we host today, we have many that are India-specific voices that also cater to the accents. And we also have a local team of around 10 people that are here today, so please come and meet us later. I'll share the booth. But I also want to wrap it up by mentioning our 11 grants program, which is also really big in India today. We have over 500 companies that have started to work with us via this program. And the idea here is to make voice AI accessible to the best talent to build from anywhere, without cost being a barrier. So if this is something that could be interesting for you, please feel free to go into the link that is on the top right and learn more. And yeah, if you have any questions, we're here with our local team in booth number 25, so please come and meet us. Thanks so much, and thanks for the host.